Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Blevins and I'm with Enilda Clinic at enildaclinic.com, and we are in the midst of the coronavirus. So I'm filming today from home, and this is my little baby kitten squirrel. So she's a squirrel cat, and she's gonna be a part of the video because that's how things work in my home. So first I wanna just take a minute to say that I hope all of you are safe, and I know you're all taking measures to be safe, and that's what this video is all about. It's also about recognizing that schools across the country have closed, and I want to let you guys know that I'm going to do a few videos across the next couple of weeks to cover a few topics that parents are probably thinking about a lot right now, and that's how to talk to your kids, that's how to do some self-care for yourselves, and that's how to help your kids to just stay organized, stay focused, get through the day with all the changes and chaos that's happening. And so today, what I'm specifically going to focus on is maybe the preventive measures that you can do as everything's kind of getting started, as far as school closing and all of that. And so what I want to talk about specifically is setting a schedule. I've started to notice just today actually that a lot of different people are starting to post their own family schedules, anticipating that the schools are being closed starting next week. And you can look and see all kinds of different schedules. I've seen some families post schedules throughout the day with their kids doing different academic activities, super specific, like math and science and reading and art and music. I've seen other families who have done it much more generic, where it might be, you know, academic structured time, and then more unstructured time where they can just get on the iPad and maybe do a learning activity. The things that I really want to talk to you about today is to just be preventive in the sense of having a schedule at all. You can do whatever works for your family. This is new for all of us. This is a situation where nobody has a right answer or a wrong answer. This is about helping you and your children to feel comfortable and to get through the next several weeks so that you all just feel good and that you're managing any stress or potential anxiety that might be coming from the situation as best as you can. And so the first thing I want you to think about is, what have the schools already put in place? Many schools are anticipating providing some instruction through an online format. And so if that's the case, anticipate whether or not your kid is going to be able to access that online. I know there are some internet providers who are providing basic internet services over the next couple of months, either free of charge, or if you're having any kind of financial difficulties, there are going to be not requiring payments over the next couple of months, different things like that. And so you should be able to access any kind of online learning that the school system is providing, regardless of your particular circumstances and however they might change over the next couple of months. And then start from that point. What is the school providing? I've also seen that some schools are providing childcare. Now, I know every family situation is different and your comfort level might be different for those situations, but I feel confident that the schools are thinking ahead about how they can limit any spread of the virus. And of course, what we know about the virus at this point is that it doesn't actually harm the kids. It's more that the kids are carrying the virus. And so think about those opportunities that you have to seek support from the school first and foremost, and then build in any extra support you need into your schedule that the school isn't able to give over the next few weeks. So for instance, let's say that the school is going to be able to provide some structured learning activities online, but that doesn't take up the full day. You're going to have approximately 4 hours where your kids are just going to be at home, and you really don't want to have them doing nothing or doing whatever they want, and you would like to organize that time so that you and they don't go stir crazy. All of that makes sense. And so the things I'm going to encourage you to think about is getting in physical activity. The big thing is that we're doing social distancing as a preventive measure. And so that means that you can still go outside and play. You just want to play as a family rather than going to the trampoline park and playing with other kids, because that would sort of defeat the purpose of closing the schools and doing social distancing. And so you can go on a hike. You can go in the backyard and play with the dog. You can do all kinds of physical activities. Now, physical activity is also important because it helps us to regulate our hormones. It helps us to manage stress and anxiety. It will help you to keep the connection between yourself and your kids really stable and strong if there is any extra stress or anxiety going on during these next few weeks. The next thing that I would recommend that you consider in your scheduling is the sleep routine. So keeping it consistent. Try not to let your kid get too late in waking up or going to bed too late over these next few weeks, because eventually they are going to be going back to school, and you don't want to develop any poor habits that are going to be hard to come back out of. It's already hard enough to do that in the fall or after Christmas break. And so keeping them in the routine and helping them to understand this is just a change of setting. They still have expectations to meet during the week. They're just doing it from home. They're just doing it in a different way. And then, of course, also doing other things that help them to feel like they're still connected with friends and with family, like doing Skype calls with their friends, or if you are allowing video game time, allowing them to chat with their friends through the video games, if that's a part of their video game time, still allowing them to have those types of connections. There are types of video games that allow kids to coordinate and cooperate with each other. And so maybe having you as the parent coordinate with other parents that your children are friends with to make sure that they can still have that social connection too. That'll be a good way for them not to go stir crazy, not to feel too anxious, and to just have a good routine. I recommend that you organize this across their day so that they have a good variety of different things to do, so that their day at home over the next few weeks mimics what would happen at school. So they might have some academic structured time. Now, I don't know how everyone's school will be doing this. It might be scheduled time. It might be on your own time. And so think about what the school is doing first and what they're recommending, but then go from there. And so have that structured academic time for them at home, and then have structured physical activity time, and then have structured social time. I would even throw in some creative time too. So this might be a perfect opportunity to share with them what you did in your own childhood before we had all these amazing video games. So maybe you might be creating huts in the living room, or building things and doing art projects, just being really creative and putting on plays. And so it'll be fun. It'll be different. But we'll talk more about that in other videos. I have a lot of ideas. If you have particular questions just about the behavior management, the being at home with the kids part of the next few weeks as it relates to the coronavirus, I'm happy to go into those topics. I'm not a medical provider, so I'm not going to be addressing the medical aspects of the coronavirus at all. Yeah, so I hope that this was helpful, and I hope all of you out there are staying safe. And I know we're doing great preventive measures right now to help our healthcare system to manage the flow of safety. And so I'm super proud of us as a country to be doing all of that. And I'll see you guys next time. You can always go to Enilda Clinic at enildaclinic.com to keep up with the learning videos. You can sign up for the email listserv there so that you can get all of these learning videos, especially the ones about the coronavirus that I'll be talking about over the next couple of weeks, in your email inbox. Okay, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.